Good day, beautiful souls from planet Earth. Welcome back to this channel. And today, as you say it in this planet, it's a beautiful day. It's sunny in here, and Tolo is taking a walk to what he calls the matrix. And we are speaking to you about the power of your soul and how it comes about to create all that you want. Tulu has been listening to an audiobook that was written by a non-physical entity called Seth. And that's when he started to awaken to a lot of things that he's been experiencing in his life. Tulu once called upon to divinity back when his life was not going so well, because all our physical friends always call upon God or the divine whenever they have what we call too much contrast in them, but Tulu referred to it as too much depression, suffering. And it is because of that that Tulu set forth a motion in the universe to ask for life that he wants more than what he was experiencing at the time. And Tulu called upon us, and we answered, because as another non-physical entity says, Abraham always said that first step is ask and source take care of the second step. The source gives and you just have to become a vibrational match. And this is what Tulu has been doing most of his times. So it's so amazing to be able to visit in this physical world. This frightens Solo a bit because he's still afraid of the fact that we can visit in this physical world through him, and he always wants to find ways to explain it and justify what he has, just like all our physical friends always do whenever they have something that is great. Because Tolo was reading the story of this guy that he's been speaking about with his friend a lot of times, Jason Noah. He's from this country, which is South Africa, and he has found a technique that works for him. He was really inspired from non-physical entities, or you may say God in your terms, Tulu calls it. And this guy was trying to explain how he deserves the money that he has, how he deserves the abundance that he has. And as Tulu was reading this thing, he felt a little bit of resistance, because he remembered very well that he's been there before. So that's when he started to redefine his own asking, because we came here to speak about the asking part. So it's been long since we visited because Tolu hasn't been allowing us. He's been asking us a lot of questions that he wanted to make sense to justify his own way. So the nature of your soul, as Tolu has read it through Seth, and would like to say it in these terms, the terms that Tolu and his friends that watches these videos understand very well, that whenever we ask for something, God already goes to that. That's why they say you ask. Abraham said you ask and it is given. And what this really means is that when Tulu asks something, already source energy is already at that thing. And when Tulu focuses on the good feeling of having that thing, then the source energy is coming back to him. So we are like this soul that can split into parts and then come back again, split into parts and then come back again. This is the words that we can find that can be easily explained to you, my physical friends, because what we mean by your soul can split and come into part is that your soul is not bounded by the physical reality like you all think. Tolu was listening to Seth as Seth was telling him that actually what is happening is that it's not that your soul is bounded by this physical body. It's not that your soul has to travel like you travel, take a taxi, take a bus, take a train or an aeroplane, or travel with your foot. But what happens is that your soul is non-physical, so it can travel through time whether you believe it or not. So whenever you ask something, your soul travels through times and gives its portion to that until you become a vibrational match. Then that thing will come back to you, just like Tulu has made his asking to a lot of things. He's asked $1 million, million rands, because we are in this part of the country right now. You will really say that Tolu has lived once, or yes, we've lived in America once, and we've experienced life from that point of view. So we are so much really uses the terms from America. So Tulu has asked $1 million, and also Tulu has asked a beautiful house. He's asked an abundant life. He has asked a life of traveling. And lately he's been doubting all of that, but he's asked, and he has asked that he just want to live life according to his own choosing, not according to the limitations of money. And lately he's been doing that, even though he was unaware of it. So what we came here on this planet to say to you today, as we've been summoned by Tolu, is that all of you physical friends, all of you do the asking in every aspect of your life. Whenever you meet something that you don't want, you do the asking, and when you do the asking, you give a portion of your soul. And whenever your physical friends always say that I am empty inside, I feel this void, I feel like I am empty and I'm lonely, it's simply because you've given away too much of your soul that you feel like you are depleted. But this is just an illusion, because from a true perspective, you cannot be depleted. But whenever you feel depleted, it's that you've asked too much, that you feel like your answers are not coming. So you feel like you've given too much of yourself away and you're not getting it back. So truth be told, we always tell Tolu all time, all day long, every time, that he must always ask and then become a vibrational match before he ask again. We always tell him in different ways, in different perspective, and it depends on how he calls upon us. So the truth is that before you ask something else, become a vibrational match to what you asked before. And Tolu has been defining this in different terms in his own language. He's been saying being present, he's been saying being in the moment, he's been saying paying attention, and he's had that from this entity Abraham, when Abraham said that segment intend every segment. That's actually what we told him before, that before he asks again, he must become a vibrational match. So it's been great visiting again. We going to see you again very soon.